Hey everyone, this is Keith at Noel Automotive. So in today's episode, we're going to discuss some of the products and equipment that we get from US Car Tool. Right here I'm holding one of the US Car Tool front frame dollies. We use these on a day-to-day basis in the metal and body shop and then also in the assembly shop. We will also show a couple cars that are on the rotisserie. We're going to show the K-frame jig, and we're also going to show you some of the past projects that we've done using the rotisserie and the K-frame jig. Other products that we use from US Car Tool are core supports, upper and lower, inner frame rails, torque boxes, and frame connectors. So stick around, let me show you what we do here at Noel Automotive. Here are some of the products that we use from US Car Tool. This is what they call the K-frame jig, and this is what they call a K-frame. And the reason they call it a K-frame is you can actually see the way it's shaped like a K. This is the Chrysler subframe that holds the engine and transmission. Here's some of the other products. As I showed earlier, this is the front dolly, and then this is the rear dolly. This actually bolts up to the rear spring mount. Right here is some of the products that we use from them. This is a lower core support for a B-body, and then this is a front torque box for a Cuda. So we're going to talk about or show you some of the cars that we've had on the rotisserie. And on some of these cars, I do have to custom make the brackets because not every Mopar is created equal. On the rear bumper mounts changes from year to year from A, B, and E, and we sometimes have to modify that. Things that do stay constant are these L brackets and the pinch parts or the pinch nuts and bolts right here that hold this all together. One thing that I have done over the years is I have drilled holes to install what I would call a safety bolt or a safety measure, so in case this pinch point were to slip, the car would never fall. I also use that on the backbone of the system here, so in case I was to go across a crack in the floor or actually roll this outside for sandblasting, that this piece would never pull apart. So I use a safety bolt in all of the pinch points on the rotisserie. The front of this A-body right here, so you can see that the bumper bolts will actually go into this mount right here, and the dollies, they bolt to the K-frame bolts right under here. And then once again, you can see where I've got a pinch bolt or a safety bolt in here, or safety pin, so in case this were to ever pull apart, the car would not fall off. All over the place in every pinch spot. So if this pinch or this squeeze point were to fail, it would come down here and stop. Now sometimes you have to modify these brackets, and then these change from time to time. A couple things that are nice is everything is fully adjustable. And the next thing that I'm going to try to develop for my rotisserie is these things. I've had this thing for so many years that it's starting to leak. The next set of hydraulic rams that I get, I'm going to get some air over hydraulics and try to hook it all together, so instead of two people pumping on it, I can actually have an air valve and raise this up all the way. And then one thing, like I said, you can use a hoist to put your car on the rotisserie, or the other thing that's kind of nice about this is with these two separate spots and all the adjustable points, you can actually pick this car up off of the dollies on the floor. So the rotisserie is very versatile and works on all of my Chrysler products. Now this Duster right here, it does not have frame connectors or torque boxes, but we do have a Barracuda that we're going to show you the torque boxes that we installed. And right here we do have a 70 Dodge Challenger on the rear dolly supports. Get these out and show you how we weld them in. Alright, so here's our Barracuda project and the frame jig. And so while it's on the frame jig, we're going to get these part brackets tacked in. There's that part number. And then once we get them tacked into place, we'll get it on that rotisserie, and then we can properly get them melted into the car. So test fitting the US Car Tool torque boxes in there. There's holes in the frame rail, so I want to utilize those holes for our frame jig, so I had to open up the holes, and then these 3 big holes right here I'll use for plug welding, and then the smaller holes are where we screwed it in, and screwed it in there, and then we'll just stitch weld it around the edge of the rocker panel here, and then where the floor goes right up against that, so we'll stitch weld that. Alright, the red is the weld-through primer, and you can see I have that cut out, and we'll stitch and plug weld the whole thing all along there. So on to the next side. So we got 3 more to do. Alright, so we got the other torque box all test fit and screwed in, weld-through primer applied. So that's going good. So all of this, or most of this, is before US Car Tool. So I had to make my own. So anyway, it all fits under there. All right, so we just unboxed it. So this is the US Car Tool K-frame jig. And they've changed their design a little bit from the last one I got. So we're gonna lay out all the pieces and start to put it together. So one thing I noticed about their new design is that nothing is trapped anymore. Before, you'd had to slide this on there, and then you would bolt the wheel on, and then you couldn't get an item like that off. Now they're made in 2 pieces, so you can remove and install as needed. All right, so we've got a purpose for this right away. We've got a K-frame out of a Cuda. So it's gonna be kind of heavy, but we're gonna get this mounted on here right now. All right, so there it is. It's all mounted up. So one thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna drill a hole in here so the K-frame is supported, because when we put the engine in, we don't want that support bar there. So we'll get that going later today. All right, let's get this engine on the K-frame. We've got the US Car Tool K-frame jig. We've got our 1970 Trans Am engine. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around for the video. I hope you learned something new about the products and equipment that we use here at Noel Automotive. This car right here, this is a real Panther Pink 1970 Challenger TA. This spent a lot of time on the rotisserie. Watch for more videos on that. This right here is a 68 Coronet convertible. It also spent quite a bit of time on the frame jig and the rotisserie. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for tuning in. Please subscribe and comment. If you've been a part of the channel, leave me a comment and let me know if there's anything else Noel Automotive can do for you. Thanks for watching. And today we are going to use two of the US Car Tool pieces of equipment. We're going to use the K-frame jig. We have a special car in here today. Let's say 1969 Dodge Dart M code, and the M code means 440. All 440 M code Darts and Barracudas were automatics. So because this thing is wedged in here so tight, the way we have to pull the engine out is through the top. It will not come out the bottom unless you were to pull the exhaust manifolds off. So the easiest and safest way to remove this drivetrain, remove the transmission out the bottom, pull the engine out the top, and we're going to detail this car out. So we're going to drop the K-frame onto the dolly, and then we're going to put the roller casters on. So let's see how this goes. So there's that US Car Tool dollies. So to store the car in the middle of the shop, we're gonna put it back on the go jacks, on the back only. And then the US Car Tool dollies, they will allow us to slide the car completely sideways. And here's that K-frame jig. There we go. So you can see how those casters. Bring it forward this way a little bit, guys. There we go. All right, she's in place. Well, that's it. So that's it for today and the US Car Tool. I appreciate it, guys, and everything that you do for me. And we use these so often, and we've got enough projects going that I ordered another set of front dollies and a whole nother K-frame jig. Because when you get these projects going, sometimes these stay on there for weeks at a time. So thanks again.